him to step back. Step back. You have to step back. Tell him 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 to step back.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should believe the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Event for the honor of inviting us to participate, and for the topic, the issue of sustainability for economic prosperity. I only knew this morning that we're going to comment on it, as I told the organizers, but I think it's a worthwhile topic for us to comment on. Economics, when you talk about SDG, which is where you drive this from, when she was reading, it is aftermath of Millennium Development Goals. And this is lasting from 2015 to 2030. And I agree with what Prof said, that we are about hiring the new CEO for the company called Nigeria. So we have to look at the people's past and what they've been able to do. SDG goal, which ended in 2015, for your records, because it's critical as we move on in what we are going to do. For me, the Labour Manifesto is already mainstreamed along the SDGs. You can go and look at the manifesto, it's already mainstreamed, and we put it into our development agenda and what we want to do, following our experience with MDG. Then it comes to where, for you accountants, your contribution to that development. Nobody can think about whatever we're going to do, whether you call it SDG or anything, without knowing that accountants, chartered accountants, play a critical role in development. Because whatever you plan, whatever you want to do, you have to ensure, one, the financial sustainability of it. You have to come into the budgeting, the forecasting, and most importantly, the revenue. Because at the heart of tax is you. You have to bring the taxation into it. Today, with the most critical problem of Nigeria, apart from other things that are besetting it, insecurity, everything is revenue to GDP, which is often shouted about that we don't have enough revenue. We don't have enough revenue because to GDP, even among the African pairs, we are 6%, when the average in Africa is 16%. Going globally is even worse. The reason is, so at the heart of it is you. It is you that is supposed to help the government to organize when the government starts doing the right things. How are we going to do it to ensure that this tax revenue comes in order to be able to build these sustainable goals? At the heart of it is you must secure and unite Nigeria. Today, Nigeria is among the fragile states, so security becomes paramount and critical. You must govern by rule of law and ensure that we fight what one of the candidates they have mentioned, issue of corruption. At the heart of everything happening here in this country today is corruption. You have corruption of all sorts, corruption in terms of the way you appoint people to be in office by appointing incompetent people, corruption the way we do our expenditure, corruption in terms of if you look at our subsidy today, it's actually an organized crime. Today, our oil is being stolen by who? By people in government. And you can go on, and the heart of it is this. So you must remove a country and show that we must now have a country where there will be wealth with enterprise. In any country where government officials are richer or politicians are richer than business people, that country is finished. And that's what you're getting here. So you have nothing to account for. So In terms of corruption, it is easy to fight. People make it look as if it's difficult. It is not. The box stops on your desk. If you yourself is not stealing, those around you are not, you reduce it by 70%. Two of my accountant generals are your member. You can go ask them how much was missing in Anambra State. And it's very simple. This is what we want to translate. We want to be able to move the country from consumption to production. And when you come to moving from consumption to production, whenever I say moving from consumption to production, the first thing people ask is, what are you going to do? The greatest assets of Nigeria today is the vast uncultivated land in the north. If you put that land into production, it will make a difference. Yesterday, we had a professor who was delivering a lecture in Lagos, Professor Steven of this thing, and he talked about Bangladesh and Vietnam, which was a basket case yesterday. And I told him how I've won all the fields of Bangladesh. Nigeria today, a country, when he finished that lecture, I joined somebody who was from Yobe State. And he said, in Yobe State, they cannot do. I said, Yobe State is 45,000 square kilometers of land. Yobe State is bigger than Netherlands. If you add Borno State, you have 115,000 square kilometers. That can go for half, a quarter of the entire land in Europe. Thereby, you have to be productive. If Netherlands can export 120 billion worth of agricultural goods every year, at 33,000 square kilometers of land, Yobe State should do 1.5 times that. 1.5. And 1.5 is just about $2 billion. We're not asking for too much. 1.5% of that is $2 billion. And if you do $2 billion, at rate of exchange today is 1.3 trillion. Thereby, you shouldn't be going to here to take the share of your distance. So we want to move the country, make it productive, stop corruption. These are things you can use to stabilize your currency, which is collapsing today because you're not productive. You're not exporting anything. You're not selling anything. This is how you can pull people out of poverty. The more you pull people out of poverty, the more you reduce criminality and be able to make the country sustainable. You cannot talk about sustainability in a situation where gangsters have taken over your country. You can't talk about sustainability when you have 33% unemployment. You can't talk about sustainability when you have 20 million out of school children. No, these are things you have to tackle first. As you're doing it and you mainstream the sustainability aspect of SDG into your mainstream, you will be able to drive the process.
If I follow the talk at times, now the things I put the talk. You understand? The reason why I show on this video, the reason why I read this, I won't read this thing given now. Not because of say maybe Tinubu not come the ICAN conference, no, Tinubu not come. So let's talk about time. You understand? They're saying regular absentees, not to the issue for those kind of places, even when they're accountant. But that will not even concern you. You understand? The reason why I read this thing given now, not because of Peter Obi. You know, I'm not obedient. I'm not anything. You understand? But I want Nigerian pastors to learn from what happened, what transpired between Peter Obi and Omoyele Sowore. You understand what I mean? Now, so when I come to media on June and blast Peter Obi, he come to media, he say a lot of things about Peter Obi. Both of them are youth candidates, you understand? But they are opposed, like, so what was opposing Peter Obi. But that one don't mean say Peter Obi go come outside, call the koinonia and they talk, they defend themselves, you understand? Many Nigerian pastors, before you talk something about them, they don't come in their media, don't fool, they don't scatter table. You understand what I mean? They don't scatter table. Even with everything we Sowore talk about Peter Obi, when Peter Obi go Egypt, Sowore attack him, all of that, Peter Obi don't come out, come You understand what I mean? You know, come and come follow am. But I dey sure say people don't meet am indoor, follow and talk, follow and settle things. But unlike some Nigerian pastors, I just want me that they learn from this thing. This man, when the computer be, I don't support him. I don't support anybody. Now only myself I dey support. You understand what I mean? This man, when the computer be, no one try to learn. I dey talk to all Nigerian pastors. No one try to learn from this man. It was saying that this man. To say now how this man they live a life. Now all Nigerian pastors they live their life. Christianity goes sweet for Nigeria. When I know what they stress on themselves, they do evangelism, probably will give their life to Jesus. You understand what I mean? But because of how they do Nigerian Christianity is different from US Christianity. You understand? Because the Jesus we are serving in this place is different from the Jesus they are serving over there. Even when they are the one that introduced the Jesus to us. You understand what I mean? What I'm saying is this. Nigerian pastors should try and sit down to learn for us. Sit down and learn from this man, Peter Obi. I remember that he came out to attack Sowore after Sowore have said a lot of things about him. Things will not be like this. You can see in the ICAN conference, he went to Sowore, they shake hands, they all. As he shake Sowore like this, he said, Ogasa. Sowore says, Peter, you understand? There's no issue in between them. I remember that this man don't come out for the blast over there. What do you mean? Why can't you be talking to me like that? You understand? Things will not be like that. Even when the Bible teach you and say, no one make peace, follow peace with all men. I don't know why, I don't know the kind of Bible when Nigerian pastors they read, maybe in a textbook they read. I don't understand, you understand? That's just the main reason why I read that thing given us. That's just the main reason why I show on that video. Follow peace with all men. Nigerian pastors should learn from Peter Obi. God bless you, Peter Obi. This is a very correct man. The correct man. And to post over please. Thank you very much. They're very sensible. Can see the two of them. No issue, nothing. Okay, Nigerian pastors. I will not post it to that. That is all I have for you for now, my great and wonderful viewers. Speakers of my life for the King of Boys of the entire Africa. I'm going to get together and that for your social. Guess what? See you in my next video.